Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to be doing a random reading for today. This reading will be timeless. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. I do astrology and tarot. I just had myself a good morning cry. We always need those once in a while. It's cleansing for the soul. If you're watching this at the time that I'm posting it, it's October the 13th. So happy Friday the 13th. Things feel heavy. There's an eclipse tomorrow. We're going to start off by pulling from my charms. This reading is general. So all right, got a cross, a paper clip, a snowflake, a tree, and there we go. I don't know if you can really see that one. It's kind of weird. There we go. A tree and a crown. All right, so here's what the crown, there we go. So cross, prayer, meditation, quiet time. It's always good to do that around the eclipses regardless. And again, if this is timeless, then, and it still resonates, but with eclipse energy, things are revealed. Sometimes they can be considered dark times because really when the sun or the moon gets eclipsed, there's like a darkness and then a secret or a surprise or something unexpected comes out or happens. So rather than manifesting during eclipse season, it's best to pray and meditate and sort of prepare and clean up your energy or whatever is around you for whatever might come into view when like the eclipse is over, like whatever is revealed in the darkness or comes after the period of darkness. So with the cross, I'm really getting just solitude, spending quiet time alone. With the the snowflake, that might be particularly for me because I'm flying to Denver tomorrow during the fucking eclipse because I'm an idiot and I just bought a plane ticket and didn't really consider when it was. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. And then there's a tree, which is funny because that's for me too, because Teresa Zube, my family calls me Tree. However, with the tree, we're like burrowing our roots deep. I'm thinking of the tree of life, kind of being grounded. We really want to be grounded during this eclipse. With the paper clip, I think of putting papers together. So making connections. And then I didn't say for the collective what the snowflake could be, but the snowflake could be uniqueness, being an individual, being who you are, being authentic, being different. It could have something to do with winter. When we are moving into winter in the Northern Hemisphere. And then the crown, like be royal, be you, be your royal energy. Anyway, that was fun. So what is going on? What is going on? That's my curtain open because it was really dark and now I'm glowing. I'm gonna make this relatively short because I have some stuff to do. 7 of Swords. That represents us. It's our internal energy. So the Seven of Swords is like hiding, being sneaky, being stealth. That can, what are we hiding something? Especially if we are hiding something, are we like, what kind of fears do we have? Is there something about us that might be revealed or be seen by others? Are we feeling anxious or nervous right now? Are we keeping any secrets? But this could also be just minding your own damn business at the moment. You being in stealth mode, kind of being in the background, being more observant. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're like hiding anything particularly about yourself, but wow, it's making me crazy. Okay, here we go. I had to get the camera to focus. Justice. That's on the external. So outside of us, this could be karmic justice. This could be just the scales balancing. And here, are we trying to hide anything from justice? Are we trying to hide from karma? Are we fearful? Have we been in our integrity? It's like karmic justice is out in the air. It's in the weather. And maybe just staying out of the way is advisable. Yeah, strength through grace. That's what God sees. Being strong, being quiet, being loving. If she's like loving the lion into submission, that's not easy, right? And it doesn't mean that we're a pushover. You know, the strength card is just one of many tarot cards, but what God sees right now, it's like one of the things that came to me, it was through journaling and then it carried over into meditation, but I went on this little tangent of like God being mad. And one of the things I love about AA is that in AA it talks about a God of my understanding. And so the God of my understanding is funny, like laughs and you know, teases me and stuff like that. I just, that's what I feel like really the universe or spirit or the divine is like. And so in my journaling yesterday, it was like, can I imagine God mad? And I really can't, you know, I can imagine God making fun of me or like teasing me if I'm crying or something. And I don't mean that like in a jerky way, but kind of like this, because it's like NBD girl, you're on earth. It fucking blows, but you signed up to come here. Um, and there's stuff that you wanted to learn and you don't get to understand that until you're not there anymore, until you graduate or whatever. But you know, so I was playing with the idea of God being mad at me and I was trying to visualize it and it made me laugh. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, there's just no way like God could not be mad at me. And so then where I went with it was, can you, so like, okay, first imagine God being mad at like the other people that you might be mad at. And I'm like, oh, that's no fair. But I couldn't imagine that either. Right. And then I played with the idea of like, you are God, like you are a piece of God. And like, isn't it stupid that you're over here being mad at people about stuff? I'm like, damn, how did all that just happen? So whatever you can do to tease things out in your mind, to sort them out, make connections, the paperclip. With the snowflake too, we can kind of get like freeze, like pause for a moment, just pause for a moment. And how can you play with things in a divine and loving way, so that even the most awful shit, like I can do this with really awful stuff sometimes. It's like, and when I say this is just earth, that kind of requires the right audience, because I'm not making light of it. We are here to be loving and to like be the change that we want to see and all that good stuff. And I'm not necessarily minimizing being on earth, but I'm minimizing the importance of it, right? Because if we like I can't I'm like too concrete, like I'm seeing myself turning into a stone, like into like and like the more important that I think earth is down here, the more I become like uh, whatever. This is a weird one. This is a weird one, just go with me. um so it's kind of like loosen up a little bit, like make light, make light where you can, because we are light. Page of Cups. Look, I wanted to get that to clear. This is a card to clarify this. Seven of Swords. So with the Page of Cups, we want to offer our unconditional love to others. We want to extend a loving gesture. It comes back to love, and that doesn't mean that like I didn't just scream a bunch of stuff in my car earlier when I was driving, because it's the best place ever to scream, especially when you're on a highway. It doesn't mean that we're not down here humaning and feeling the feelings, but like feel the feelings and don't deny that the feelings are there. It's not like process them. It's not about pretending that we don't feel stuff, but it's not hanging on to it, like not clinging to it, not trying to stuff it down or pretend it doesn't exist. But when we release things, and then I screamed, and then I came home and I had myself a good cry, and now I'm like laughing, um something like that. Who do we want to do? We're going to do this one. This one. Pull a starseed card. We're going to pull a starseed card, and then there's like an all right, medicine woman deck or something, I think. So we're going to get like the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Cool. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within, to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what is what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. So Yeah, what's it all about? What that's what we're we're coming back to. And it's the Medicine Woman Oracle is the other one I'm reading. I was talking about prayer, it's about love. Like we're forgetting, why are we doing things? It's about love. So the reason that justice happens or karma happens is it's a loving lesson. Like, have you learned your lessons? It isn't about haha revenge, you know. It's like, hey, you know, like I try. All right, so if I spin it in my head, people that I've experienced in difficult ways, I can kind of look at it and be like, at a soul level, their higher self is up there talking to my higher self, like, hey, remember you wanted to learn this. um, I'm helping you. True. True. The circle of life. Did I show you guys this one? Where's that one? All right, the circle of life. What do we got here? I give you my blessing to accomplish your quest. Neat. Okay. Oh, 13. Never mind. The other 8. Message. I am the medicine woman of the circle of life. The tortoise is my totem, symbol of Mother Earth. The tortoise created the world. Her wisdom underlines the importance of not disturbing the order of things. The divine news is that you have arrived at your destination. My presence indicates an important event. It is time to integrate the different aspects of the deep feminine. The great sacred dream of awakening the feminine has visited your heart. The vision you received is revealing itself, and with it, your personal legend. I offer you my blessing and something of precious help, the medicine wheel, which contains the wise lessons of the progress you've already made and the talents to achieve your quest. And here's the guidance. You are about to finish a cycle and deep change is happening. Holding aloft the banner of love and truth, you have remained loyal to the song of your soul for this journey into healing the feminine. The medicine woman honors your courage, your humility in diving into your shadows, and your pride in revealing your light. You have discovered your own medicine. Honor this gift that has been given to you without delay. You are under my protection, daughter of Gaia. I leave you the wisdom of time immemorial as your inheritance. Welcome to my reading. I hope you got something from it too. Yeah, I almost cried right there. I'm going to do one more tarot for advice. I mean, we are closing up a cycle and it's messy. It's messy. Like I'm remembering. All right, ready? It's gonna be gross. After you give birth, and I didn't give birth the regular way, but it was still, you know, I had a C-section. But it's like when you're after you have a kid, like you know, even before the kid's born, I remember my water broke and it splashed everywhere. I mean, it's a fucking mess. It's a mess. And then afterwards, you're going to the bathroom and you know, nurses are helping you and it's just like you just gave everybody a big old show and you don't care. You're like in this like thing that's happening of being a portal for a life like There's something like that's what's fucking happening right now. And that's why everything is so weird. I don't feel like that's just me. I don't feel like that's just me. Advice. Advice. Judgment. These are big cards. This is a big deal. Whatever's going on is it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal, right? Because it's just earth. But this is a spiritual leveling up. The judgment card is, it's like the horn is trumpeting. What have you learned? What do you have to say for yourself? What have you been doing down here? God's like, yoo-hoo, what have you guys been doing down there? The justice card. Are you prepared? Are you ready? You got to remember what it's all about. I mean, what's important? What matters? What matters is love. I got to go. Have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste.